August 20th, 1966. A hill overlooking the city of Niterói, Brazil. The summer heat is suffocating. The air is still. Nothing moves. Two men climb toward the top. They wear suits in that heat. They carry nothing but a bottle of water, a towel, and a small package wrapped in cloth. They speak to no one. They look at no one. They are never seen alive again. What the police find 2 days later will puzzle investigators, scientists, and researchers for decades. And to this day, no one has a definitive answer. Their names were Manuel Pereira de Cruz and Miguel Jose Viana, both electronic technicians, friends, from the city of Campos dos Goytacazes. On August 17th, they told their families they were going to São Paulo to buy parts. Instead, they headed to Niterói. They stopped at a bar near the hill, bought a Coca-Cola. The bartender remembered them clearly. They seemed nervous, constantly checking their watches, as if counting down to something. 3 days later, a boy flying a kite on the hill made the discovery. Two bodies, side by side, each dressed in a suit, lead mask, homemade masks, the kind worn by workers handling radioactive material, covering their eyes completely. No lenses, no purpose anyone could immediately explain. And next to them, a small notebook, 4 lines, handwritten, 1630, be at the agreed place, 1830, ingest capsules. After effect, protect metals, await signal, mask. That was it. No names, no destination, no explanation. The autopsy revealed nothing. No bullet wounds, no stab marks, no signs of struggle. Their faces were calm, almost peaceful. The bodies had decomposed too rapidly in the Brazilian summer heat. A proper toxicological analysis was impossible. Whatever they had ingested, if they had ingested anything, was gone. The forensic team had no tools, no precedent, no framework for what they were looking at. In other words, we may never know what killed them. Their families were devastated. Their wives said they had no enemies, no debts, no reason to die. They were ordinary men living ordinary lives until the day they were not. The police had no leads, no suspects, no motive. Just 2 dead men, 2 lead masks, and 4 lines in a notebook that made no sense to anyone. The investigation was opened and quietly closed, without a single answer. Miguel Viana was carrying a notebook when he died. The police found it alongside the masks, a small handwritten record of what they were supposed to do that day. Its contents were photographed, transcribed. Then the original notebook disappeared from police custody. No record of who took it, no explanation given. What had been transcribed was not a farewell, not a confession. It read like a mission briefing. At 1630, be at the agreed place. At 1830, ingest capsules. After effect, protect metals. Await signal, mask. The capsules they ingested were never identified. Multiple toxicology tests came back inconclusive. Whatever they swallowed left no recognized chemical trace. And no explanation for how 2 men in apparent good health simply stopped living. Lead blocks radiation, specific frequencies, electromagnetic fields. This is not speculation, it is physics. Whoever wrote those instructions understood that whatever was coming required protection for the body, for the brain. They were not waiting passively, they were prepared, equipped, positioned, and they were waiting for something specific to arrive. Investigators discovered something that changed everything. Manuel and Miguel weren't just technicians. They were part of spiritist circles, groups that, in some factions, believed in contact with extraterrestrial beings. In 1960s Brazil, this wasn't considered fringe. Spiritism had millions of followers. But some groups went further, into territory that mixed religion, science, and the belief that beings from other worlds were trying to communicate. Witnesses said the two men attended meetings where believers discussed how to make contact. The lead masks, they claimed, were protective, designed to shield human eyes from the intense light emitted by these entities. Others had a darker explanation. Someone had given these men capsules to ingest. The notebook said so, and whoever gave them those capsules was never found. 3 theories have defined this case for 60 years. None proven, none ruled out. Theory 1. They were conducting a ritual. The masks were protection. The capsules were meant to alter their consciousness and open a channel for contact. They followed every instruction they were given. Something in the process went fatally wrong. They died believing in something. We just don't know what that something was. Theory 2. They were poisoned. Perhaps by someone they trusted completely. Someone who told them the capsules were safe, that they would expand perception, dissolve the barrier between worlds. They were not believers making a choice. They were victims, manipulated, used, and discarded on a hill in the summer heat. Theory 3. They were not the targets. They were the messengers, sent to that hill to deliver something or to receive something. A meeting was planned. Instructions were followed to the letter. The masks were on. The capsules were ingested. They waited. And whatever was supposed to happen never arrived. The case was never solved. Brazil's police closed it without conclusion. The lead masks were collected as evidence, cataloged, stored, and later lost. Their whereabouts today are unknown. The Morro do Vintém still stands above the city of Niterói. Locals call it the Hill of the Dead. Some say that on clear nights you can still see lights moving above it, slowly, deliberately. Whether you believe in contact, in conspiracy, or simply in... What were they waiting for?